Yo. All right, today is April 25th, 2025. This is my post market review. I took three trades today. Um, I did end up break even in a sense. I took three trades today. Um, I sized down because yesterday I was unsure with what I was trading and I traded way too big. So I said, let me size down. Instead, I went down, instead of trading 5 or 3 micros, I went down to 2 micros, which was about $10 each point move. All right, so let me bring this back a little bit and then try to get an idea of the market. So the market should be opening up soon in 3 minutes. Um, Google and Intel had earnings, Alphabet and Intel had earnings yesterday when the market closed. I believe they both moved up. I believe they both still fell short of reaching their goal, but the market is the market. All right, so here goes the market opening up here. All right, so the market opens up. It kind of found some support down here. Came here, had like a bit of a level here. Came down to bounce, and then the market started moving up. We can see the same thing here. Boom. Right. I'm not really seeing any of this. It's just too much lines on my chart to tell you the truth. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, but what I'm looking for is for rejection at this 5530 area to 5550. Right, this is still being developed, so I am starting to get interested. I did not notice this. I'm noticing it now. I did notice this aggressive buying, so eventually I am going to draw a rectangle around here because I believe both of these end up getting that. So price starts to push down. Right, I start to see aggressive buying, wanting to step in. All right, and here I go. Goes my rectangle. There you go. Boom. Right, and I think I saw it on NQ as well. So I want to see price come back down to this level here for a potential buy. Now and then, let's see if we reject up here for a potential sell. We do have this little level right here. We can see price kind of bounce off of it, but this is like way before the market open. This is like way around like 9:05, right? Market open like way up here. So I took two trades. The first trade I did end up closing early here before my stop loss got hit. Something inside of me just said close the trade. I should have just waited, and it would have just been two trades versus three. First trade came in at 56, so we got 10 more minutes. All right, so here we go. So I'm looking to see we had absorption coming in. Look to see if we get like a buy or something. All right, make this a little bigger. Okay, so we got strong selling, out of selling, out of selling, out of selling. I seen this price pushed up. We can see here that we had a sell, and this to me this looks like a failed sell, right? We have sell, buyer step in. I said I'm coming away from my 2 bar setup, and then right about here I got my 2 bar setup. All right, like 5601, right? 55, 57. So I got my 2 bar setup. I'm happy with this. Price look like it's holding. We did already move out of this, so I'm looking for just a retest and then go. So I entered there. Stop loss right below that entry. All right, so stop loss gonna be right below this here. So this is about 10 points or 8 points, right? 2 contracts. There goes my entry there. And then I do exit the trade at probably in a minute after entering, because price just starts to reject. It's like, what the heck? Go in my favor. All right, so when price got about here, I said, screw it, not working out in my favor. Let me bail. Price never went down there. All right, price never went down there. Now re-entered again. I think that's where I thought I exit the trade. Where I re-enter again at 59, 58, 55. So within like 2 minutes, right? We started to get like so I entered here, price came down, and then this here looked like it was holding. I said, all right, screw it. Let's try it one more freaking time. Right? I saw this happen. Right? This happened. I saw this hold, and then this happened. I said, okay, let's try it again. Right? Shouldn't have exit the first time. I would have been fine if I just kept that one, because it ended up being somewhat an immediate loss. Because at 10 o'clock we did have consumer sentiment. I forgot about that. Um, so after I entered that trade, and that was a perfect trade setup, by the way. So I entered the trade. All right, and then this point I get stopped out. Right there, bam. All right, that's where I get stopped out at. Let me see if I could pull up, or I could at least slow this down. All right. So taking my screenshot of my loss. So trying to go as slow as we can. It's still going pretty fast. Right, but I forgot about consumer sentiment. You know what? Also, I didn't wait for like even an absorption candle. I think well, we do have an absorption candle right here. Right, bam. That's where I got stopped out at. My goal was to get out up here. After price did that, this is where I went to go see what the heck just happened, and notice that it was consumer sentiment that came out. Stop loss could have been maybe a little lower, right down here somewhere, but we're working this idea for right now. Consumer sentiment. Now, there we go. Alright, so price spiked up, came back down, took me out to the tick, right? Even further, price took me out at 89 for some reason, 89.75. I was at 52.25, but somehow it reached way down there and said, I'm gonna take you out anyways and put you out in slippage. Alright, so that happened, and I'm gonna go see what the heck was happening here. So we had consumer sentiment is the only news. I forgot to look at this pre-market. I was a little late to the charts. All right, and all I could do is just laugh about it. I said, "Oh, okay, well, that's that. Um, good idea. Trade idea was perfect. Price goes to the level I wanted it to. All right, 10:05. All right, I wanted it to. So nothing I can do about that. Well, while that's doing that, I'm gonna upload my YouTube video of today's price action, and then alright, so that's doing that. Okay, so I noticed that we had this here. Alright, so I'm interested in the buying, because we're still, the play is still kind of strong. Right, so that's okay. If I get to ticks, I'm about to enter. I should have entered down here, but I wanted to make sure that we were ready to go, right? As you can see, that price struggled. Did I enter at 5? I entered at 10:05.25. So what made me enter this trade at 10:05.25? What made me enter at 10:05.25? Oh, it was a very long wick of a candle with the hammer. Alright, I saw this one, but it wasn't convincing. This one was pretty much convincing, and that's when I entered. I don't know why, it just was convincing to me. So I entered there, and I'm just waiting for a price to lift off. So this is my third trade. I know I am supposed to be 2 trades and done, but since this trade happened so quickly, and I'm also just trading smaller size, I said I'm going for 2 or 3. So I entered there, and the goal is to go to here. This is the goal. I want to see this break because I don't have a resistance line up here. So, but NQ is out of level. So here we go. Price is already at 2 to 1, and we do get 4 to 1. I exit somewhere around at 15, I think, 16. All right, we did go to 20. So, um, 10, 20, 30, 40. I left 40 bucks off the table. All right, so now I saw that we had aggressive buying. I said, okay, I'm getting cautious here. I am at break even. Here we go. We go and we hit that line. Bam. All right, we hit that. This is where it would have been good to just exit the trade. We are currently at 1975. Right, we hit that 1975 level, which is 4 to 1. Kind of like where this is yesterday's high. And we can't see NQ, but NQ is up there. So all these are basically can be called like 3 trades. And once this starts to show signs of failing, like here, I'm not liking this. I'm showing signs of weakness. Okay, I see this. I said, okay, we are at 21 now. A lot of volume came in with on this candle. It was a lot of volume. Seeing more signs of weakness. Not liking this. All right, ready to just exit somewhere down here. Oh, okay, I exit there because I just didn't like all the setting. Price did push up a little higher. All right, so let's see if I could have stayed in this trade a little longer, motherfucker. So that would have been good, but that's where I exit. No, that sound is delayed. All right, so all right, more signs of selling here. So we had weakness here, buy, and then more selling here came in, and then after that, price kind of like juked around for a little bit and then sold off. Right, we came down, came back up, and then we sold off again. So that was it. We did have an absorption, as you can see right here. For an entry, we had an absorption. All right, these absorption candles are starting to look more and more enticing just on these here. For these reversals, price does smash down here, and then I said, oh, I think we are setting up for a potential long. There's a lot of volume came in this candle here. A lot of buying coming in. I'll jump forward, right? As you can see, I marked this level here. Right here was that level that I was talking about when I marked it. Price kept staying right above 54.89. Right now it's below it, but price did not close below it. Price came right back up again above 54.89, and I said it looks like we want to buy, even though we have this right here, but this has been disrespected. This is new. All right, I may need to also start trading just fresh zones versus used zones. So this is a fresh zone still that wasn't been fully used. Now that we're broke below it, you can see price pushes right back up eventually. Alright, pushes right back up. This could have been an entry right here. Stop loss down there. I don't think price ever came back down. And then price consolidated, and then pushed down and then up. And then and then did some weirdness and then went. Alright. So, and then right back to that level. We eventually went a little higher. We're at 12 o'clock now, so I should be done. But even just getting it to here on the second goal would have been a good look. I thought about looking for an entry, but didn't make sense. So I may just need to look for fresh zones, right? My next thing is looking for fresh zones and then looking for reactions such as absorption at those zones. This is sell, and absorption pushed up. Right, we have an absorption right here at the 30-minute. This is like way before. No, this is after I had taken that trade, right? Yeah, and price came down and it created absorption. All right. So we got a fresh zone, look for absorption at that zone, and then maybe that might just be it, you know, and then price just really just kept pushing up. So those are my three trades. Now, did the trades follow protocol? It's a question, right? I think I'll stack these three together because they were all in the same area, same setup, same place, same location, right? I was gonna do individual ones, but it doesn't make sense to do three trades all with the same idea. So, is it at a higher time frame bias aligned with weekly? Did I make my lines basically? Yes, I did. Near key level, previous day low, high zone. We're at let's go to that time frame, like 10. Right, all of these here, right? We're at a 5-minute zone. All right, so this is a 5-minute zone, fresh zone. Um, 30-minute absorption at that zone. All right, well, okay. Close inside the same level. Price did come back at 5-minute and close. All right. Absorption, exhaustion, visible. We did have absorption and exhaustion being visible. All right, we can see it here. Also, this was the cell exhaustion I was looking at. That ended up screwing me up, and then price just went. All right, so now we have the continuation of strong movement. Emotions. I wasn't feeling FOMO. I did not care when it stopped me out. I just left. Following the edge, not react. I didn't react. Risk accepted fully. Yes, I only did 2 MES for this one. For those two, reversal absorption retest of aggressive candle. Yes, price came back and retested that candle. Right. I should have probably waited for this push and then the retest. Right. But we had this, and this was already retesting a previous candle. Was it? Let's make sure. Damn, that's a good question. Alright, was it retesting a previous candle? No, it wasn't. This is the candle. Well, I'll be damned. No. No, it wasn't retesting a previous candle. You son of a gun. So, well, yes, it did. No, the first one was the entry was here, and I got stopped out. The second one, again, was kind of like still there, but I needed price to really lift like this and then retest. So, where are you? Undo. Okay, this is undo. So let's type it up. Price did not leave and then retest the candle. I entered early on the first sign of selling. First sign of selling absorption when price worked out, it did retest that level after lifting up and then taking off. I needed to wait just a little bit longer. All right, so that's that. All right. We'll breakout, higher time from breakout, we can do that. Risk, yes, it was probably about 70 to 80 bucks each one. Position, 2 MES. Break even, yes, on the ones that I could. Aware of trade count, yes, I took 3 trades. Alright, so this is April 25th, 25. Took 3 trades, and the trades were at, these were the trades. Let's clear this up. Okay, I really can't see this clearly. Symbol, MES. It kind of jumbled up both of them. Let's just put the timestamps. All right, so those are the trades. Long, long, long. All right. So those are the trades. All right, so that's it. So took 3 trades. I did enter a little early, so I didn't wait for that retest. April 25th, trade, absorption, reversal. Alright, I kind of like this type of stuff. Alright, that's it for me today. I am done. I will be back on the weekend, probably do some analysis of my trades, of all my trades.